Well, yeah, sure. I'll say this. Ma Rainey does resemble Paul Bear quite a bit.
It's
Sure.
fine.
Okay, looks like we are live on YouTube and we are live on Twitch. Thank you for joining us, folks. I got a beer. Hold on.
Welcome to Bees grabbing a beer while I eat popcorn and Mike just sends his disregard of pro wrestling.
Mike's ready to read, I think. Mel, are you ready to pop a top?
Yes, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Hold on, this popcorn is so addicting that I have my can, but I've got buttery fingers right now, and I'm so scared to pick up my can of beer. Oh, okay.
This is a new twist.
It was like an acrobatic feat to try to put my bag of popcorn down and then grab my Keen Moogie.
Sure, we've all been there.
You know. All right, I'm ready.
Hold on, let me take a breath. Okay, I'm ready as well. Are you ready, Mike?
Mike looked like he was
yes.
unzipping his pants. Wait, did
he
you
is
unzip your pants, Mike?
He did.
What? Did I what?
Unzip your
looked
pants.
like you were unzip your pants and just pull them down. You're like, all right, I'm ready for the 5-bagger.
You can't see, but yes, my pants are still on.
They have no zipper.
I'm not getting naked for. I'm not that hot about this movie.
Oh, little preview, huh?
Oh no!
Hey, if we're talking about RoboCop, I might have to.
Might have to drop trowel.
Are you guys ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go.
Let's go. 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Home by 8, Drunk by 10. This is a 5-bagger, which is when one of us watches a movie 5 times in 5 days and the other 2-3 people watch it once. Today's movie is Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, a music drama released in 2020 and is 1 hour and 34 minutes long. This is Mel, Brian, and I'm your top batter, Mike. We apologize in advance for the audio, video, and content quality.
Fuck you.
I saw a middle finger there. Seems inappropriate.
Well, I don't know if it's possible for you to have read that any slower.
I know.
It was ridiculous.
It was Mike's. It was Mike's passive aggressive way to get back at us and making fun of him dropping his shorts and showing his Batman boxers.
Yeah, it might not have come across in the video, but he definitely dropped his trousers.
He totally did. We'll watch it on the replay. That's for sure.
It might have been cut off. It might have been before we started recording, but it happened. Trust us.
Oh man.
I'm fully clothed.
Before we begin,
always
guys,
be clothing.
Before we begin, I just want to say I miss both of your lovely faces. It's been a while.
Yes.
Yes, it has been a while.
Both of you.
Are we gonna do the Michael Jackson thing now or at the end?
So.
Oh God.
So let's address the elephant in the room. In 86, Michael Jackson created a short film.
No, I think it was 96.
96?
I think
that can't be.
96. I checked it.
What?
I think it was 96. Yeah, not 86.
Okay, it should have been created in 1986. We can all agree on that.
Okay.
He created a short film called Ghosts. And it's brilliant. I think Mike sent me this thinking it was a joke. And I watched it and it was fantastic. It was so good. Like I told Mike.
Okay.
A kid.
Yes, we're talking about Michael Jackson first.
As a kid, two of my favorite attractions. Now, I said attractions the first time, and you were like, "Oh, but I liked Splash Mountain, or I liked Big Thunder." I didn't mean roller coasters. Two of my favorite attractions at Disneyland as a kid were Captain EO and the fucking haunted mansion. And like, this is both of those things in one place. It's so good. And also, it's Michael
I
Jackson
don't
playing a big
know.
fat white
You
dude.
understand what is good.
It's so good. You guys watched it, right?
So bad.
You guys saw the same thing I saw, right?
Oh man.
Yes, okay. We're talking about this first.
Good thing.
So
Good
bad.
thing. Good thing Mike prefaced that we're talking about Ma Rainey's Black Bottom.
Yes.
and
Which is a drama musical,
segue.
music drama. 134 minutes, 2020. But anyway,
Who cares? Who
Great
cares? Who
segue
cares?
to Michael
Fuck
Jackson.
Michael
Fuck
Jackson's Ghost.
Straight into Michael Jackson's go. What the fuck is? Why did anybody think this was a good idea?
Because it's great.
Hi, question. I have a question.
Yes,
Mhm.
Mel.
So when you guys were ready to get fired up to do this five bagger this week, and one of you sent the link,
That'd be Mike.
because okay, Mike was because it was just it was I don't know what connected to the five bagger for this episode, but I was just like,
Oh,
why
there's no
am
connection.
why am I supposed to be watching? Because both of you guys were quite persistent in telling me to watch this. Before
No,
putting
there's
on tonight.
zero connection.
Yeah,
with
no
this
connection.
movie and the Michael Jackson thing we're talking about.
No connection.
I
we
just
wanted to talk about it.
I didn't even know it existed.
Me neither.
And then I was made aware of it this week and was like, oh,
How did you find out
wow.
about it?
I was listening to a podcast
Oh,
about Stephen King.
oh yeah.
Because
He
Stephen
wrote
King
it.
has a writing credit,
Yeah.
and he says, "I didn't write any of that." Because yeah, it's pretty clear he didn't write any of that.
Is it?
I actually felt that Michael Jackson basically produced the entire thing. I felt.
Yep. That's exactly what I think too. But yeah, I was listening to a Stephen King podcast, and they did an entire episode about it, and I was like, "What the? I've never even heard of this. What is this?" And then I watched, and I was like, "Oh, I need to make sure other people see this because wow, this is a thing."
Okay, just let me before you guys talk more about this. Can I give my first hot observation about this entire?
Please.
I think I'm done
Holy
talking
fuck!
about it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm almost done too.
The only thing I want to point out is, holy shit, Mos Def is in it.
Hell yeah.
Uh-huh.
Like, what? Mos Def is in it. This is 96.
Not think so.
Like this is just before he put out the Black Star album with Talib Kweli. So I'm
Yep.
just like thinking to myself, like, what is going on here? Like, Mos Def was like not even in the scene at all, and he's in this.
Uh-huh.
So what I want to know is, what is the Mos Def / Michael Jackson connection?
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I was shocked when I saw him. I was like, wait,
Dude,
what?
Mos
What?
Def is in it. Like, I was like, what's going on here? That's why when I sent you a message today on the train while watching, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, Mos Def is in this.
Yep.
I think Brian did the exact same thing when he
Yep.
got to the Mos Def part. He's like, what
What
the
the
fuck?
fuck? Uh-huh.
Yep.
And it got weird. I felt like I was on an acid trip, and then it confirms many theories about Michael Jackson with kids. I don't know. That's how I feel
Yeah,
about it.
it's real.
You know.
It's
It's
real rough.
fantastic, I think is the word you're looking for. It is.
Oh, sorry. Did I
It's,
miss? Did
it's exceptional.
I didn't
Uh,
pronounce that word correctly.
Hmm.
I thought I said rough.
It's
but
wonderful.
Oh,
but I feel for being saying that it could have been made in '86 because man, those
Are we sure it wasn't?
special effects look like
no, it
in
is definitely 96.
Wow. 96 is the
It's
year before we graduated high school.
mhm.
wow.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
That
it's
quality of material was still being made.
Wait,
Uh,
so I didn't Wikipedia anything, but can you guys confirm I guess that mob, the community mob, and the leader, I guess he was like maybe the mayor of the town, was
uh,
that Michael Jackson?
oh yeah,
yes,
That was Michael
yeah.
Jackson. Okay, okay.
That is Michael
yeah.
Jackson.
Michael Jackson plays like 4 or 5 different people.
Hmm.
He plays himself. He plays the white mayor guy,
Hmm.
and he plays the skeleton, and he plays like a couple
Oh yeah.
other dancers.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's wait,
Uh,
did you watch the whole thing?
Me? Yeah, I did.
Yeah. So wait, hold on. So when when my when he goes into his mouth, it's clearly Michael Jackson dancing as that white guy.
uh,
Like, who else could it be?
yeah. Well, the first scene that he showed up in, I sent Mike a message and said, "Is that guy? Is that Michael Jackson?" Because
I didn't notice. I did not realize it was Michael Jackson. But
yeah.
when they did the whole dance part, I was like, "Oh fuck, yeah, that's
Oh, I
Michael
knew
Jackson."
immediately that has to be Michael Jackson.
It just yeah. What Mike would said in the chat, I was like, wow, this is getting weirder and weirder, and I'm like, and
Uh-huh.
as soon as I was approaching home, because I went from a train to a bus to go back home, and on the
Yeah,
bus ride was the final scenes, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what the hell am I watching?
Yep.
yeah, it's so weird.
What the hell am I
Oh
watching?
man, yeah,
Oh gosh.
Anybody
All
out there
right.
that wants to watch it, you can find it on Vimeo.
yeah. It's on Vimeo.
It's
It's
39
there.
minutes long or whatever.
Enjoy yourself.
It's worth your time.
Oh, it's worth every second. It's
Hmm.
so crazy.
And I just want to say I'm not endorsing what Brian and Mike is saying right now. I'm just like sitting in the back seat, like, yeah, okay, sure.
It's fantastic.
Well, apparently Mel does not like
Good stuff.
to enjoy a train wreck
I
that
Uh-huh.
don't
I very much enjoy.
I don't have the artistic appreciation, Beans. I
Obviously
don't.
not.
All right, let's get into
All right,
this.
let's get into this. Yeah.
Ma Rainey's Big Black Bottom. By the way, do you guys know what a black bottom is in this sense?
No, I do
Uh,
not.
Do you know, Mel?
well, I mean, I guess it was a double meaning, but like one big meaning is like her predicament of her being in the music business. Maybe that's one meaning. I don't know, but
Well, literally, it is the name of a dance.
okay.
It became the most popular dance in the U.S. After the Charleston. So everybody knows the Charleston, right?
Charleston,
So
yep.
the Charleston was a
Okay.
huge dance. The next dance that became huge was called Black Bottom.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it's actually
Okay.
literally the name of a dance, and there's a specific style of dancing. One of the moves is you put your hands over your hands, and you do this, and you do this, and then you do
Yeah.
this, and you do this, and those are like specific prescribed moves to this dance. But anyway,
huh.
so we'll start there. So our top
I
batter
did not
today is Mr. Dude McSilly. Go for it.
I have said a few times before when we do these things that I don't know anything about the movie, but that could not apply more for this one. I had never heard of the movie when you said that's the one you're gonna watch, or we are going to watch.
Mel had watched it. I had no idea either. I only knew that it was Chadwick Boseman's last movie. That's the only thing I knew.
I knew nothing about this movie, and also did not know anything about Ma Rainey.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I went into this completely blind.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I liked it quite a bit. I thought this movie was good, top to bottom. I thought I don't think there's a bad performance in it.
Mm-hmm.
I think some of the instrument playing is questionable
Mm-hmm.
at times.
Okay.
But besides that, I thought the acting was really good in this movie. I was a little offended as a junior high and high school jazz band saxophone player.
You play the sax, Mike?
That there were no saxophones until the whitest ass white band at the end, and then hey, we got saxophones for days.
Mm-hmm.
A little offended by that.
Mike, can I? Sorry to interrupt you, man.
Yeah, no.
When I first immigrated to the States, I've always thought the saxophone was like meant for upper middle class white boys. And then later on, when I went to high school and I actually got into jazz music, I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, Coltrane? Oh, okay.
Yep, upper white middle class.
Not the image I had, like, because like it was expensive, man. Because when I started out with band, I started out band in elementary school. My mom didn't want me to play the saxophone because it was way too expensive. That's why I started with a trumpet. So I've always connected the sax, especially the alto sax, to like a prestigious, I don't know, mostly of my quote unquote white male guy friends play the sax, and people who didn't have enough money to buy the sax had to play the trumpet or the trombone. So
can I take up your stereotype a little bit and say that I played the tenor saxophone?
Booyah!
Okay. Which was more expensive.
Yeah. Did you? Oh, never mind. I'm gonna. Okay.
No. Yeah, look, come on. What are you gonna say?
Bring it.
I was going to say. Did you celebrate the entire catalog of what is Office? What's this guy's name?
Michael Bolton.
Michael.
What?
Michael Bolton.
Did you celebrate Michael Bolton's entire catalog, Mike?
Got no talent as clown.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Sorry, I slow to it. Got it. Okay.
Never mind. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Really, really bad. Almost borderline. It was almost a borderline dad joke, and I'm not a dad, so but.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Pretty
Yeah,
bad.
so I was offended that there were no saxophones. I think it's weird that the trombone player was the leader. That never happens.
Oh.
It's the drummer, it's the saxophone player, it's the trumpet. Like trombone players are never the leader. That was fucking weird to me.
What's his name? Culver? Cutler? Cutler.
Oh god,
Cutler.
yeah.
Color. Yeah.
Cutler.
Oh.
Yeah, Cutler. Yeah, yeah. Whatever. Yeah, the trombone player being the leader of the band was weird. No drums was super weird to me.
Yep.
Like piano, bass, trombone, and trumpet was weird. Also, the trumpet that he played was super weird.
Yeah, it was a cornet, not a trumpet, actually.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was not a trumpet. It was a cornet. Which, why? But
Branford Marcellus. Talk to him.
We're getting nerdy.
Yeah.
We're getting nerdy.
all right. I've got 2, 3. All right. Those. I'm gonna say those. The shoes were some Michael Johnson ass, gold ass shoes, which I was way
Good call.
into. I was like, yes, perfect. I don't. I'm hoping that Brian will explain this.
Got it. I'm ready.
I don't know. I never understood the door. Why did he keep trying to open that door? And then it finally opened. I never understood that. I know it was probably supposed to be important, but I just didn't get it. So yeah, I hope you can explain that.
I'll address one point about that right now. In that is something that's different than the play and the movie. That is not in the play at all.
Oh yeah, I have multiple notes of like this has to be based on a play. I didn't check because I was waiting. I have multiple points where I was like, okay, so everybody gets their fucking speech, so this is clearly a play.
Yeah. And so, okay, a couple of points. One is that's the whole door thing is not part of the play at all. That's only in the movie.
Okay.
Also, dig this, y'all. In the play, the original run of the play, that character that's played by Chadwick Boseman is played by, what's his name, Charles Dutton, who played Rock on the TV show Rock, R-O-C, Rock. Do you remember him?
Rock. When
Yeah.
when is that TV show?
Oh man, it was in the early '90s. It was pretty popular show. I want to say it was on Fox. Near the end, they started doing live shows, so they would do whatever it was on Friday night. They would do their whole show live, and it was a pretty big thing. I can't remember. You guys would definitely recognize the face if you saw it. He was in.
Send me a send me a YouTube link because
I don't have a
I'm
YouTube
at a
link,
blank right
but he's in Alien 3. Hold on. Anyway, can I send you this picture? He was in Crocodile Dundee 2.
Oh, okay.
He was in Menace to Society.
That's a flashback.
I'm going to encourage you both to just on your own Google Charles Dutton, Dutton.
Okay.
But you will recognize him for sure. But like I said, he was on a show called Rock, R-O-C. It was on for like, I don't know, 3-4 years. I don't know. It was pretty good. Anyway, so he played that character. He played Levy in the stage play, and apparently he was phenomenal as the character in the stage play originally. Anyway, those are the two things I wanted to talk about regarding the play. But go ahead. Go ahead.
I'll almost done. Give one minute.
Let me stop you there.
I was impressed that 45 minutes into this movie, it's called Ma Rainey's Black Bottom.
And you hadn't
like
seen
45 minutes in, she's been in the movie for like 5 minutes, maybe, maybe less. Like it was shot. Like she's in it for most of the second half of the movie, but like the first half, like she's barely in it at all. It would just surprise me. And yeah, Chadwick is really good. It surprised me because I'd only seen him in Black Panther. And
Have you seen Black Panther, Mike?
yeah.
Okay.
Black Panther.
I have not.
I think I've seen him in something else. I can't remember what, but yeah, I think one other movie. And yeah, so he surprised. Brian. I think is it Brian?
Yes. Yeah. So I think the only movie I had seen him in before this, because I have not seen any of the Black Panther or the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, or no, Avengers movies. I've not seen any of those. The other movie I had seen him in was 42. He plays Jackie Robinson.
42. Yes.
He was.
Yes.
Did you like him in 42, Brian?
That's right.
I did.
Yeah,
that's the only movie I had ever seen him in, and I did. Yeah, I liked that movie. Anyway, go ahead.
That's right. Yes. My only. Yeah, the rest of this time doesn't matter. The only thing I'm gonna say is the only note that I have that's all caps that says "Whoa," and it's the stabbing that I did not see coming. Oh.
Yeah.
Like I literally said out loud, I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yep. My note for that specific point was, "Oh no, fucking Levy, no, dude, no."
I just fucking did not see that coming.
Nope.
Yeah.
At all.
The current change, the tides have turned, literally, at that scene. Yeah.
But yeah, and like I said, the whitewashed band at the end playing the fucking worst version of his song played in the fucking just like on the beat, constant, just so bad.
Can I jump something in here real quick?
I'm sorry.
Right here, right.
Is it Brienne?
Yes.
Brienne.
It's Brutus.
Oh, sorry, Brutus.
Did you guys know? Because I did not. That jelly roll, at this time in American history, was a slang term meaning a vulva or cunnilingus.
What?
Oh.
So jelly roll meant a vulva or eating out the pee. We might get demonetized for this, but I had no idea that's what that meant.
Wait. This was the 20s, guys, right?
Late 20s.
Yeah,
I think
27?
specifically 27. Yeah. Yeah, it meant
So
Jelly roll.
it
Wow.
meant
that's really interesting. As for a linguistic standpoint, I wonder where that connotation started. You know,
Have you ever seen a jelly roll?
yeah, but like, but what, like, I want to know. I want to know the first person that connected the jelly roll to
Sure.
the action.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I totally get it. Because like oftentimes I will refer to ladies' bits as tater tots, and I mean like
Sure.
where did that connection first start? Who knows?
1927, apparently.
1927.
Apparently, 1927.
Did
Yeah.
you see the tater tots in her? Although tater tots is a brand name, so it's owned by the Orida Corporation. I can't really say it. I need to say small potato things.
This episode is totally not getting
Not
monetized.
sponsored by Orida.
Not, yeah.
Which Orida? Did you guys know that Orida is a portmanteau of Oregon and Idaho?
Like any episode of ours was ever going to be monetized.
For sure. All right, Mel, let's hear what you have to say about this movie.
Oh man. Well, first of all, yeah,
Yeah, I'm good. Go.
Biggs has Biggs has mentioned it. I've seen it before. When Biggs announced that he's going to do this movie, and yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't take any notes because I freaking loved this movie a lot. I loved it a lot, and I knew when I didn't know about this movie. I was like Biggs. I just knew that like it was Chadwick Boseman's last movie, right? So, but when I got into it, and I'm like, I started watching this movie. I was like, whoa, this is like a play. This is like and like the way it's set up. I'm like,
It very much feels like a play.
yeah, and I was like, man, the entire time watching this film, I'm like, man, I really would love to watch the play. Really,
Yes.
really, really would love to watch the play.
Yeah, me too.
And
Like yeah,
and
like
it was
I
really
when I when
yeah.
I
Go
say
ahead.
it feels like a play, I don't mean that in a bad way. Like it.
No,
Yes.
no.
Like I mean that in a positive way. Like it feels like it should be a play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I would
And
very much rather watch it as a stage play instead of a movie.
yeah.
For sure.
And let's pull back the curtain a bit. I watched this film yesterday. For the first time in almost how much 6 months, and then I was watching it while doing some work for my job, and I just felt like, wow, like the performances of Chadwick Boseman, Levy, and Ma Rainey, wow, wow. I was blown away with their performances because it felt like a one take performance. Like I really felt like whenever they cut to those two characters specifically, whether it's like a monologue or them interacting with another character, I just felt like it was a one take.
Like they were
And
embodying the character
they were
itself.
exactly,
Yeah.
and like, and especially with Ma Rainey, maybe it's the makeup, maybe like,
Oh boy.
uh, oh my gosh, it was awesome. It was for me, it was like awesome, just like seeing her interact with her manager, who is a bitch. Yeah, it was great to see her just
Bitch.
like.
Don't worry, we're
I
already
just
demonetized.
okay. Like
We talked
just
about
seeing
jelly
her,
rolls.
just seeing her whip around her manager, and go get those 3 bottles of Coca-Cola, right? And then
Mm-hmm.
yo, my nephew is here. Yes, he stutters, but you didn't record him. And that conflict, even though it doesn't sound so like big of a deal, in the film, the way they portrayed it was a big deal. Like, and it was so cool to feel that. Yeah, there's nothing else more to say. I mean, you guys know I'm a music lover. I love the history of music, especially blues and jazz, and because that goes to rock and roll. But like, wow, like this is such a great film, and it's a shame that we will never see Chadwick Boseman in future films. I mean, what a performance that he made in his two amazing monologues that he made. So yeah, I just really felt the best scenes of this in this film were those where the band was just chilling out and relaxing in their rehearsal space, and then like one or two of the band members were just like telling anecdotes about their life. That's what makes this film amazing. It wasn't really about the music for me. It was about their life story, and then they go into the recording studio and then like hit their record button. But like, yeah, like, yeah, I'm right now. I'm gonna finish what I'm gonna say because all I'm waiting for is our rank for this movie because I loved it a lot. I really did love it. So yeah.
There is one more thing that's different from the play. So the bass player, his name is Slow Ride or something like that.
Slow something.
Right.
Yeah,
I
it's
forget his name. Slow.
Slow
no, it's
Ride, Slow
It's
Roll,
not
slow
slow
no
touch. Slow.
no.
What is it?
Slow something. Anyway, uh, apparently that was so. In the play, there's a
Slow
scene
drag.
where
Slow drag.
slow drag. There's a scene in the
Okay.
play where he tells a pretty raunchy story about how he got the name Slow Drag.
Yeah.
That is not included in the movie, and I think it should have been.
Yeah.
That's all I was gonna say.
Okay.
Because basically everybody else gets their, like you said, everybody gets their soliloquy
Like yeah, everybody gets their
Everybody had
soliloquy,
except for him.
Yeah.
and
So
Chadwick's is fucking crushing.
Dude, he's crushing it. But like, so the second time, one thing I want to add, guys, is the second time around watching this film, you guys do realize that he knew he was terminally ill while he was acting. Did you guys know that? Like, he knew he was, you know,
No,
not.
He knew he was. I mean,
I did not know that.
he knew he was sick
He
and
knew he was
had
gonna
kept it
die.
hidden
Like,
for
basically,
years.
his days were numbered during this production. He knew that.
Wow.
I think from
I
like
did not know that.
I can't remember 2008 or 2006 is when he started treatment.
Yep.
So
Yep.
he had been going through treatment for like even all the Avengers movies and all that too.
Yeah. And like all these Marvel fans are like, oh, why is he so skinny? Blah 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 blah. Because he kept it secret.
Yeah.
But keep in mind, he knew his days were numbered while he was making this film.
I did not know that.
So I mean that tells a lot about this man. Like, wow. Like, fuck. Like, I mean, yeah. It was amazing watching this film again. It was fun. It was dramatic. It was suspenseful. And yeah, we need it. We need it to be in the archives of great films, in my opinion. But that's me. I'm done.
Cool. All right, my turn. And I think we might have a little bit of a difference in opinion here. I liked this movie quite a bit. However, I have a lot of problems with this movie. And some of them are like emotional, like the first time I saw him do his speech about, his mom getting raped and all that stuff, and man, after watching that the first time, I did not want to watch that 4 more times. And every time it came up, it was very, 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 very hard to watch.
Yeah,
And
I bet.
I can imagine.
It was very rough. I think this movie's great, but like we talked about, there's a play aspect to it and there's a movie aspect to it, and I some of my problems with this is I feel like they didn't go enough movie focused. Like it feels too much like a play, and it's a
Yep.
movie at times. Like I'd love, like we said, I would love to have seen this as a play. I didn't want to watch a play as a movie though, and
Yeah.
I feel like they didn't push enough in the movie direction in some spots.
But what kind of movie direction that you want them to play with? What realm
I'm
of film?
because it's a movie. It's not a play. It doesn't have to be a
But
play. And
right,
one
right.
of the
But like,
big okay.
well, like, like what else do you want them to? What do you want to see
Okay,
that's outside of the realm of a play? Like in the film in the realm of the film.
so okay, I was going to say, but okay. So basically, the movie takes place over the course of about 4 days. Most of
Yeah.
it, 90% of it, is over the course of one day, right? The other
Mm.
3 days are the final recording of the White Cracker Band, and so that we can throw that away. So other than that one single day of recording, it's basically there's a production in a tent in the middle of the woods in the south somewhere. Then
Yeah.
there's a performance in a place in Chicago at like a theater or something like that. But then
Yeah.
like it's so weird the way that they try to convey the Great Migration, of course, where a lot of African Americans at that time moved north for opportunities and blah blah blah. They do it through
Yeah.
these few like newspaper clippings and these weirdly like static photos where just one person like turns to the camera and like smiles, and like it's very weirdly done. So my biggest problems with this whole movie are with
That's all in the
The first
intro to
yeah
the show. Like
yeah.
it's
So
in the first like minutes.
so
15
yeah okay.
minutes.
The
Yeah.
first scene is these two dudes running through the forest, and you think because you hear these like dogs barking, you think these are like escaped slaves or something like that. But that's not
Yeah.
the case. They're actually running to go see Ma Rainey perform, and it's really awkwardly done. I felt for that first scene, right?
Sure.
I agree.
And then they skip to this next scene where she's performing on a stage in Chicago, uh, and in a big thing, and you know the house is packed and blah blah blah. Sure, that's fine, but it's also like the first 5 minutes of the movies are the 2 days that are not the day that 99% of the rest of the movie is. It's really weird to me. And then they do this, like I said, the picture, the static picture with like one character like moving to turn the camera, and they're trying to convey the idea of the Great Migration of all these African Americans to the north, the promise of I mean it's the whole movie is about promise, right? So
Mhm.
Levy's whole thing is he wants to make his band, he wants to get his name, blah blah blah. And like the same thing with Mike talked about earlier, the door, right? The door, the whole thing is about what's on the other side of the door, right? And he gets in the movie. He finally
But
opens
there's nothing on the other side of the door.
exactly. So it's the promise of what's on the other side of the door. He finally opens the door, and there ain't shit there,
Yeah.
right? And he's fucked either way, right? Just the same as like he made
Yeah.
these songs and he sold them to Studebaker or whatever, Studevan, and like he's like, but I wrote you these songs, and like, oh yeah, sorry, yeah, no, they're no good. I had these guys try them out and they suck. He's like, but I need to play them for you. He's like, no, they're just not what anybody wants. I'll give you $5 a piece, you know. So it's like it's
God, yeah, the end of the movie where when they're talking on the stairs, that fucking crushed me.
yeah. So it's all about Levy.
It
He's like
so much.
the promise of everything, the promise of him getting his band, getting his career, and becoming a star, and opening this door, and finding out what's on the other side, and
Yeah,
all
like
of this.
he's got all of his
Yep.
stuff, and
and
it's fucking-
it's paralleled with the Great Migration. So this is a beautiful idea, right? The African Americans moving from the south to the north with hopes of a brighter future and creating their own communities and blah blah blah. And like, but the way that that's conveyed is so bad in this movie. Like the whole, like I said, the the static pictures with the headlines and stuff. It's so bad because like throughout the rest of the movie, Ma keeps talking about, I'm just going to go back to my tour, right? So
Yes, yes,
there's
yes, yes, yes,
there's
yes.
no reason to think that she has made the move north. She's made the
Yeah.
move. No, she starts out the first time we see her after their performances. She's in a hotel, right?
Yeah.
She's in a hotel.
Mm-hmm.
She later says stuff like, "Oh, this is my car. I bought this car," so you can kind of be like, "Okay, maybe she's living here now." But it's she keeps saying, "I'm just gonna go back to my tour in the South,"
Yeah,
and like
she's like,
it's really
fuck
weird.
you.
And
I'm,
my
I'm out of here.
yeah, exactly. My biggest problem with this whole movie is the director's choice of not conveying her move to the north well enough. So you feel like she's there temporarily. So like the parallel, the correlation of Levy not being able to achieve these dreams and these dreams being promised, just like the African Americans were promised to get their
Yeah.
dreams when they moved north. The parallel just misses for me in this movie. Like
You know, I'm I understand what you're saying,
mm,
Beegs, and I'm gonna disagree with you because
okay,
I think so. This is what I gathered from it, and I'm coming from an immigrant perspective.
mm,
Let me just hear me out. So
go for it.
Levy is trying to strive for what Ma Rainey is about, right?
Yes, yes,
That's his end goal, right? And the buffer are the bandmates, Toledo, Slow Drag, and Cutler, right? And the entire movie is Levy. It's really not about Ma Rainey, even though the title is Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. The movie, the conflict is Levy being the new young generation, very aspiring. He wants to move on and he wants to achieve and be better and or if the same level as Ma Rainey or greater. But he's here in the rehearsal space in having a conversation with these old time session band members like and they're going at it like these guys, they've survived many years as entertainers and performers, um you know surviving in the business because that's all they know. If they weren't performers, they'd probably be lynched. I mean, that's what I'm guessing. But so Levy is here saying like, yo, I don't want to play this jug music. I got my own thing going. I think I know what the music is going to be in the future. But these older guys like Slow Drag and Toledo, the pianist and the trombone player, they're just like, you know, settle down, young buck. Like, we get it. We know that you are trying to make it, but we've been through the ring. We've been through the fucking gears of this machine, and it's a tough grind. But slow down, that's where I think this movie makes a great um, it makes a great example of that conflict between the young aspiring, let's say, yeah, black musician and the guys that were weathered. They're down, and that's the conflict that's very interesting because those experienced older guys, they've experienced so much shit, and he's coming up saying, yo, f you guys, stop playing this jug music. I know you just want to keep it stable, but I want to go on and be like Black Rainey, Ma Rainey. And shit falls over. He realizes, once he realizes that his music is not going, he's not going to play his music. He's not going to, his band that he formed, they're not going to be recording. And once that his music is being recorded, finally, he knows that. He finally realizes that, like, yo, I just got, I'm just a whore. I just wrote these songs, and then they're going to be into the studio. I got that feeling. I got, that's where the impression I got with that dynamic. And then he laid out his frustration to the older generation of African American musicians. The entire movie, he was trying to be like, "Yo, you guys are dated. You're outdated. but I'm the new wave generation. But once he realized that he got fucked over, he put his frustration into the pianist Toledo, and he got crazy. That's where I felt was a very important scene to see. Um, I, I mean, that's how I felt. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I think his like it. I think that scene where he stabs Toledo is where his like he. I think he realizes I'm fucked.
Like
Like
he's gonna be like Toledo in the future.
yeah,
Like,
exactly. Yes, exactly. He's like this is what I'm going to be. Fuck this, and just stabs him and kills him.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, like
because he
I
knows
think he
he
yeah. I think he switches his mind to like fuck I am fucked
and you see it
and just
the saddest
goes
point.
for it.
I saw it. I just saw it today. Or no, sorry, yesterday. The saddest point is when he stabbed Toledo, and he's asking Cutler for help to be like, "Yo, help me with Toledo, help me with Toledo." Like
Yeah, I don't think he
that.
wanted to kill
He
him,
didn't want to kill him,
but
but like
yeah,
all his frustration to being the next generation of a black African American musician moving on, it just evaporated, and he just realized that like the fucking white man sucks, like pretty much, like they're you know it really is like that's how I feel when I see Levy. Like he's just realized like my entire life, like my mom was raped and murdered. I move on to be a trumpet player, and I'm trying to make it big. And now I'm making this music that I think is going to be making him well. But now a white studio engineer bought my music for $5, knowing for the fact that they don't want him to play, they don't want him to record that album. You know,
well,
like
cut him down to $5.
yeah. I mean, back in the day, $5 was a lot of money, but it's
I mean, he
still
spent
not
11
enough.
bucks on a pair of shoes.
Exactly. Exactly.
But also, just one quick question. I'm not sure how what you've said now is any different than what I was saying. It seemed like you were contrasting what I was saying, but I don't know what was different. Was I saying something
Um,
different?
no, well, I just wanted to say like the emotions hit me harder during those scenes.
Okay.
When he realized that he was just a lower class citizen.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, definitely. Like I said, when
That
he
hit
when he
me.
opens the
That
door and it's a dead end, and when he talks to the dude about selling his song, recording his songs, and it's just a dead end. It's all about dead ends, and of course, then like you said, he sees himself as being some just gray haired
yeah.
musician, just
I think
yes
I think
sir,
what's
yes sir, yes massa, I'm a record them songs real good. He
yeah.
definitely didn't want to see himself in that, and he turned like you guys said, and then he ended up stabbing Toledo.
Well,
Yeah, yeah, I totally agree with that.
I think what we should need to concentrate on is that Toledo, Slow Drag, and Cutler were his buffer zone,
Mm.
and they're trying to warn him
Yeah, sure,
that
sure, sure.
it's not going to work. And
sure.
I think that's a very powerful message for
Yeah, and like
a
Toledo,
young.
probably I think Toledo's best line in the whole movie was when the girl comes down and Levy and her are starting to go at it a little bit, and
Yeah.
Toledo's like, "Don't get Toledo messed up in nothing," or whatever he says.
Yeah.
Like, and he walks out the
He
door.
walked out.
Yeah, it's so good.
I love Toledo. I was just so bummed when he got
Yeah.
stabbed,
Oh, dude,
and
it's brutal.
it was
Uh,
so bummer.
it
Fuck,
is.
man.
Oh god, it sucks. But anyway, the last couple of thoughts I had is so. Like I said, the parallels between and I kind of disagree with what you said first. I think the story is not just about Levy; it is also very much about Ma, and
Mm.
because it is very much about somebody coming to the end of their career, and Levy is trying to start his career, but they're both
Yeah.
Yeah.
facing the
Yeah.
same kinds of obstacles. She's
Yeah.
she's
Mhm.
much more confrontational, but also at every turn she keeps finding walls, whatever it is,
Right.
and
The
just
same
just
actually, not the same kind. The
yeah,
same.
the
Like,
same, yeah, in like metaphorically, you know. So
yeah.
I think it is very much. This is what's weird about this story. It is very much the story of two people, and it is
Mm.
not not like most movies and most plays and whatever, where it's the story of a person from a point of view. It is definitely two congruent stories happening at the same
Mhm.
time, and they have a lot of parallels, but they also are coming from two very different places as well. But anyway, my biggest problem with the movie was, like I said, the director's choice of making it two stage play when they don't have to. This could be much more of a movie, but and it's not bad. But like I said, and like we all said, I think we all would love to have seen this as a play, right?
Oh, absolutely, yes.
So
Once we all got vaccinated, let's all like get vaccinated and just go together and go see the play.
sure.
Like, come on, let's go.
So that's all cool and that's wonderful and the like I said, some of the pacing, like with the first couple scenes, was a little bit weird for me, um, but overall the movie was really good. However, the last thing I'll probably say about this is, I think that after watching this so many times, I feel like Chadwick Boseman's performance is the odd man out. I feel like
Mm.
he is the only person in this movie that is acting. Everyone else feels like a real, uh, solid, genuine character. And I feel
Mhm.
like Boseman, even though his performance is amazing, I think both him and Ma Rainey, their performances are phenomenal. I think his performance is so acting compared
Mm.
to every, like if I see Slow Drag, I see Toledo, I
Yeah,
see Cutler,
yeah.
I feel like that is that person. Even
Mm.
Sylvester. Sylvester
Mm.
seems like that's that kid.
We didn't talk about Sylvester. I think that scene was so good.
Yeah.
The scene where he was recording. Wow.
Every scene with him is amazing. When he's sitting at the piano and his shirt's not tucked in,
Yeah.
everything that kid does in this
God,
movie
when
is
when he
fantastic.
finally hit it,
Yeah,
I
and he's
fucking
like,
clapped.
yeah,
I was like,
oh
yes.
shit,
I was like, fuck
yeah,
yeah.
And then the assholes upstairs were like, we didn't record that.
yeah. What you mean you
Yeah.
didn't record that? What you love doing there? Yeah,
Yeah, when he finally nailed it, yeah, I clapped. I was like,
yep,
oh, fuck, yes,
yeah.
good work.
And like I said, I think Chadwick Boseman's performance in this movie is fantastic. I think it would be even better if it were a stage play. And for
I
this
would have.
movie,
Oh
Oh,
man.
absolutely,
I
yeah.
feel like he overcooks it a little bit. And that is a harsh critique, I understand,
Sure,
but
sure, sure.
I feel like every other person in this movie is that character, and I feel like he
Mm.
is acting like that character at a few
Mm.
points in the movie. It's a harsh
So
critique. Harsh critique. I know.
but Beings, it makes me wonder, like, if the editing of this movie, because this movie was finished after he passed. So
Mm.
I'm curious if, like, the editing of this movie and the people who in the post production were just like really focusing on Chadwick Boseman, and like
No.
trying. I wonder,
No, I think from my opinion, I think that he's playing a very, I mean, Levy the character is very extreme, right? Of course, he
Yeah.
has to have extremes. He's had this tragic
Yeah.
backstory. He's going to do these tragic things in the movie, right? So of
Mm.
course he's going to be much more of a character, much more of a personality than Slow Drag, of course. But I feel like he just dials it up a little bit too much. I feel like if he had pulled it back, it would have been a much more believable character. I think. I mean, like I said, this is overly
But,
critical.
but you were interested though. You were
Oh
interested
yeah,
in Levy though.
oh yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Of course. How can you not be? But like I'm saying, I feel like okay, I've watched it 5 times. I have to find things to nitpick, right? So I feel like if he had dialed it back just a tad, it would have been even more impressive of a performance. I think.
Performance. Okay,
Mhm. But
understandable. Yeah.
I think that's about it. One last thing, the line,
Mm.
"Can I introduce my red rooster to your brown hen?" Uh, anybody feel real icky after hearing that?
I was curious what the line that you were going to
Yeah.
bring up.
No, there's lines I cannot
Uh,
bring up. But there's my 2 favorite lines in this whole
but
movie.
that one's pretty pretty suggestive.
My 2 favorite lines in this whole movie both involve the N word, and I can't say them.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
One is when Sylvester looks at Levy, and, and he says right after he gets ridiculed about his stuttering, he's like, and he says right. That is one. The other one is when Rainey fires Levy.
Yeah.
The
I know that
Oh
one.
line
yeah,
she
yeah, yeah,
says
yeah.
when she
Uh-huh.
drops all of her accent, all of her emotion, just goes,
Yeah,
"Well,
just
you're and just like boom is so impactful. It's
It
so
was
good.
very cold. It was
Yeah,
so cold.
yeah,
it is the coldest cold ever.
It's the
yeah.
coldest
That
firing
that is
ever.
that is
Those are my 2 favorite.
I maybe should I bring this up, but like,
Don't say
yeah,
it,
the
Mel.
N word. Okay, I don't know if it's the right way to talk about this, but like, I mean, the N word is used a lot, and I
Mm,
know like these
liberally.
days very liberally, and I know they're trying to encapsulate like a period of the lingua franca to make it happen, but like it's very uncomfortable for me, you know.
Oh yeah.
And um even my black friends, when we talk about the N word, like even my black friends back home in the United States, it's a hard word to say within the black community, and it's a hard word
mhm.
to use out in public these days. So watching this movie and trying to keep in mind the period of time where this movie was happening, it was very uncomfortable for me, to be
Mm.
honest. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's all I gotta say.
whenever I think about that, and in contexts like this, I think about Mike Wilbon and the way that Mike Wilbon
Mhm.
will uh, he liberally uses that word amongst his friends, and
Yeah,
this is someone I respect as a journalist, and
he's amazing. He's amazing. I
fantastic.
like him.
He's
Yeah.
had a career of decades and decades and whatever, and so like I always think of that word being used amongst like-minded individuals and it being acceptable for them, and like we're watching a diorama of an event or whatever. Oh,
Yeah.
by the way, okay, 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 okay. Here's maybe my biggest problem with this movie.
Okay.
Why? Okay, Rainey is a real person.
Mhm.
Why is
Yes.
she
She's
the
real.
only real person in this entire movie? Why did they make a movie featuring a real person when they could have made up anybody? It's not even the movie, it's the source material. The original play is the same way. There is Ma Rainey
Wait,
as
the other, they're not real?
They're
no
not
one in
real.
this movie is real except for Ma Rainey.
And so
What?
so so that never happened with Levy stabbing the pianist.
Never happened. That's completely fiction.
Okay.
Now, okay, what? Okay, so Ma Rainey
What?
did in the late 1920s did go to Chicago and record her first albums, but this whole thing did not happen. There was no stabbing. There was no Levy. There's no slow drag. There's none of these
What?
people are real
What?
except for Ma Rainey. She is a
So
real human being. and
Cool. So
everyone else is not.
at the end of the film, there's a lot of these pictures of like the band and stuff, like
Yes,
Yeah.
that
trying
was her
to.
real band. They are not any of these characters.
Okay.
Yeah, there's also saxophones in there, so
It all comes back to the saxophones. So, like, yeah,
so
okay, that's fine.
what?
Why is Ma Rainey even included? Like, it's crazy. She like slags off Bessie Smith in the movie, and Bessie Smith, like I taught Bessie everything she knows or whatever she says. Like
Yeah.
her and Bessie Smith were actually in real life good friends, and
Friends. Okay.
she did teach her a lot of singing and whatever it seems. And in fact, they might have been lovers in reality.
That's definitely hinted in this movie.
I wouldn't be
But
surprised.
it's just so weird. Why even bother with the one real character? It's so weird.
Yeah, that's weird. Huh.
Like you can, yeah, I mean, yeah, you can go that route of like having Ma Rainey and like combine Ma Rainey with another blues singer and just
Mhm.
combine the like make a new character together to just make, yeah, just
Mhm.
to create the atmosphere. But maybe because, well, what I mean, on the other hand, you can just say no one has ever, like, let's face it, have you ever heard of Ma Rainey? Are you guys blues people? Like, have you ever heard of her before this film?
No,
I
So
like the
maybe
blues. I had never heard of them.
it's, there you go. So
I think
maybe
she was pretty obscure even amongst blues fans.
I don't,
But she
well,
is the
I mean,
mother
that's,
of the blues.
yeah, I mean, you say that, Beeks, but maybe there's a lot of blues fans that know about Ma Rainey and no one really talks about her so much,
Right, but like I say, I think she was fairly obscure, even
Okay.
amongst blues fans, from what I've read.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
because she was, like I said, she was maybe people consider her maybe to be the first female blues singer ever, right?
right.
But
Right.
she also fell into obscurity, and so even blues fans who considered themselves to be blues fans maybe did not know of her prior to this or prior to the play being made and whatever. So
Right.
she wasn't. I mean, it's not like a Louis Armstrong level of celebrity because it's
Right.
so far in the past. But yeah,
Well,
sure.
I'm
Like,
just, you know, hmm.
mm,
But it's just trying to, yeah, you know that, but like, let's say the average, film goer doesn't know about blues,
right,
and maybe that's their intention. The
Yeah.
filmmakers of this, they want to expose Ma Rainey to the average film goer, and
sure.
that's great. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, the name. So, like the name recognition, like people are be like, "Oh, I love Ma Rainey. I'm gonna go see this movie." That's probably not gonna happen. Most people don't know who
Right.
Ma
Right.
Rainey is, but
Right.
like you said, she was a pretty interesting character.
Yeah.
Like like we said, she maybe was bisexual. She was married to a huge star, Pa Rainey, and
Was he a pro wrestler? Is that the connection?
no, he was another blues musician,
Damn it! That would
unfortunately,
be a great. That would be a great segue.
who went on tour with Michael Jackson. Hmm. But yeah, it's to me just very weird. I mean, it is maybe when it was written,
I'm
it's
back.
the name recognition or something. I don't know. It's just weird. Like I feel
Yeah.
like they could have just made a character, and it
Yeah.
would have been better. Because
It could have
like
been.
the whole time I'm thinking, okay, so this Ma Rainey is a real person. So how about these other people? And nope, none of them are. It's really
I
weird.
mean, I agree. It could have been like it could have been a completely new film. It could have been, the title of the film would be Muddy Waters Recording Sessions, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
we could have the same exact storyline with the same fictional characters, but on the basis that it was Muddy Waters' like first recording session.
Right.
That's it. You know, like, yeah, I get it, but like maybe that's what the writers were thinking. Like most people don't know who Mama Rainey is. A lot of people who know the blues know who Muddy Waters is. So
Sure.
like, like I'm guessing they just wanted to put out Ma Rainey's name out, and at the fact that Chad Boswick was into it. I guess like he wanted to make a film about it. So I don't know, but like overall, I just thought Ma Rainey was kind of a more of a sub character, to be honest. Really did.
But her
What
performance, I think her name is Viola
so
Davis.
good. Yeah,
She's
so good. It was so good.
fantastic.
Like even the makeup, the way she looked. Like I'm waiting for Mike to come back because I'm
He's
waiting
back.
for our drink recommendations. But like,
Yep,
it
I'm
was
ready.
so good.
I'm ready to rank and drink.
Mm.
Probably. I don't think there's anything left to say, is there?
Should we do ranking first? Because you guys gonna be pretty surprised how I feel.
I already have my rank and my drink picked.
Mike, we can't hear you, bud. Still can't hear you.
He's saying Mike.
There it is.
There you
it
go.
is.
Rank pick or no. Drink picked rank. Hasn't changed that much.
I'm looking at it right now. I'll rank.
I think I know. Yeah.
Which should we do first, drink or rank? Anybody?
Let's do rank first, because drink will be quick. Plus, after we do the rank, I actually have to go get another drink. So
your camera's off, and you can do it now.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. Okay. Excuse me.
Yeah. My rank. Okay. Got my rank. Got my drink.
Rank, drink.
Do we just sit in silence the whole time?
Yeah.
Listened to a podcast about that Michael Jackson thing, and then I watched it, and then I was like, "Fuck! Somebody has to see this, because I have to talk to someone about this.
It's so good.
This is so fucking crazy."
All right, I'm back.
Number one.
Did you guys figure out? Did you guys already choose your ranking?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm just trying to influence you.
Okay.
It's definitely not.
Oh, you guys, yeah, okay. Okay. Oh man.
It's good, but it's not number one for sure.
Okay.
To me.
You guys might be so. I'm looking at the five baggers list that Beegs just sent me earlier today.
Yeah, it's Karate Kid, Nosferatu, Usual Suspects, In Bruges, Princess Bride, Raging Bull,
Yeah.
Sleeper, RoboCop,
You
Gone
know,
Girl.
it's not going to be number one,
Miller's
but
Crossing. Yes, of course. Yes. No.
but it's going to be up there.
Yes,
that's
no.
for sure. Oh, you're back.
I'm back.
Good.
I was wazzing. I'm ready.
All right. I'm ready. I know its number.
All right, I'm going to pop up the list on the stream. There's the list. The list is Karate Kid, Nosferatu, Usual Suspects. You said most of these. Miller's Crossing,
Yeah.
blah, 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 blah. Here we go. All right, I have my number in my brain. How do you guys feel? Are you guys ready?
We're ready. I'm ready.
Hold on.
God
Let me make
fucking
sure.
damn it!
Let me make sure I feel 100% comfortable with.
I'm very comfortable with my choice.
Yeah,
but
I'm fine.
but-
I'm fine.
with this five bagger, you know, most often my choice is never really, my weight of my choice is never really considered.
It's always considered.
Wait, what? Hold on. What?
I feel like we have a claim.
Yeah, hold on. Before we
Clearly,
move forward, you think that your vote does not count?
It does count, but it's always
33.33333333%.
I will say that
it's never rounded up. That's for sure.
Brian and I have similar opinions on quite a bit of things.
Exactly.
Although, what's it called? Kimi no Na, apparently I'm the lone holdout. Oh wait, and
you
the
are.
Princess Bride.
No, what? No, who said that, Brian?
Mike complains
No.
about it. Mike complains about it all the time.
Well, that you got your beef with Mike with that.
If Mike were
I'm
ever
totally
to
with
stab me in the kidney over something, it would be over the Princess Bride being the number 5 greatest movies of all time.
Was I? I don't believe I was in that episode when you.
Yeah,
guys
that
were-
was your first episode.
Yes,
Princess Bride.
it was
Yeah.
it was your first.
If we
yeah.
invited you on for that one, that was the beginning.
That
And you
okay?
fucked
all
me,
I-
Mel.
all I remember-
You fucked me.
All I remember was you, Mike, and Brian. You guys were going at it, like hardcore at it during the Princess Bride episode, and I'm like, okay, chill out, dudes. Like, come on, like
Mhm.
it's the Princess Bride. Like,
It is.
okay.
It's important. But we're not here to talk about the Princess Bride. We're here to talk
No, we're
about
not.
Ma Rainey's
I would-
Black Bottom.
I would stab you over RoboCop before I would stab you about Princess Bride.
Let's
By the way.
see it.
So what are we gonna do? Are we doing a countdown and then we'll just shout out our number?
Yeah,
Is that what
Oh
we're doing?
God, yes, yeah, that's what we usually.
Is that the best
do,
way
right?
to do? Yeah,
that is
right?
the best way. I've got my number.
Got mine.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Got it.
All right, who's counting down? Me?
Mel.
All right. On one. Ready?
On one?
Yeah.
What kind of madness is
wait.
this?
All right, fine. Like after one, I guess.
Yeah,
Fine.
okay. Like a normal human. I'm ready.
All right. So it'll be like 3, 2, 1, and then just shout your number. Okay?
Yeah, gotcha.
All right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
18.
9.
Holy cow.
Wow.
Wow. 9,
Wow.
7, and 18, huh?
This is very contentious. I like it.
I think it's way up there.
I give it a 7. That's my number.
It is better than Eraserhead, that is for sure.
Yeah, but it's also better than. Like I did this math earlier today.
Uh-huh.
I was like, Stagecoach, better.
Better than Stagecoach, that's for sure.
Warriors, definitely better.
Yeah.
Okay.
How did Warriors get here? Swiss Army Man, definitely better.
Okay.
Wait,
Maltese
Biggs, what'd you
fucking
say?
Falcon.
You said 18?
What?
Biggs, you said 18?
I did say 18 because it is definitely better than Eraserhead. It cannot go lower.
Yeah. Okay. It's so.
Yeah, I think Brian. I think
don't know.
Brian went on the low end.
Yeah, it's way much better than Swiss Army Man for sure.
I can go down. I said 9. Did I say 9?
What did you said 9 when you said 7? I don't remember who was who now.
I'm okay if it's 10. Like if it's above middle.
7 is great. This is not. Hey, I I have a RoboCop bias. There's no way this movie's better than Bro.
Well, this movie is better than RoboCop, Mike. So,
Oh god.
but it's less than Princess Bride for sure, and In Bruges and The Usual Suspects and Nosferatu and The Karate Kid.
How does 12 grab you?
Above Brazil?
Uh-huh.
Oh, definitely above Brazil for
It's
sure.
totally above. But the question here is it better than Invasions of the Body Snatchers?
That is the next question we have to face.
I think yes, but
I think yes too.
I'm willing to hear an argument for it to be.
All right. What do you guys feel about Miller's Crossing?
That's your argument?
That's my next argument. I mean, I don't care. Invasion of the Body Snatchers? Am I gonna go to the fucking? Am I gonna go to the wall for Invasion of the Body Snatchers? No.
No, of course not. It's the
all-
reason I don't go to the wall for RoboCop. I bring it up every time, but yeah, I understand. It's 8. It's fine.
if Mike is really concrete,
It
on
should
RoboCop
be
being
2,
amazing,
but whatever.
but, I know no, sorry, I know Mike is really all for RoboCop being better. It has to be better than Gone Girl. That's my opinion. It has to be better than Gone Girl.
That was my breaking point. Was Gone Girl? Yeah, probably better.
Okay.
RoboCop? Impossible.
All right. What do you think about number 9, Mel?
I'm cool with number 9.
All right.
I'm cool with number 9. But I mean, I prefer 7, but I think Mike would have a freaking brain hemorrhage if I said 7. So. There you go.
It's
All right.
it's a fine movie. I can't.
It's a great movie. It's a pretty good movie. It really is.
It's a good movie.
Wow.
I think
Yeah.
it
Exactly.
could have been better.
Mm-hmm.
If so, Beeks.
Yeah.
If it was too like your liking, if they tweaked it to what you wanted, would it have been in the top 3?
Oh yeah, for sure. If it, like okay, so if they had made a movie that did more with the Great Migration or introduced that in a better way, and also
Mm-hmm.
if Chadwick's performance was a little bit toned down, and if they had
Yeah.
made more of a movie than a play, like if they had done these tiny little tweaks, yeah, I could see it fucking hopping up into 2.
Yeah.
I know this is gonna make me look even more like a psycho.
Wait, are we gonna rank Michael Jackson's
Wait,
Ghosts?
wait. Are we going back to Michael
But
Jackson now?
if they had like way turned up the violence,
Yeah.
this movie would have been way higher for me.
What do you want them to do, Mike? Like what do you want them to do?
snuff film.
musicians. Do you want them like to stab each other with their reeds and their, their trumpets and
Yeah,
horns? I don't
if
know.
someone
That's
someone
weird.
had shoved
If
a trombone up someone's
okay,
butthole, Mike would have been 5 stars.
But
That's what gets him off. It's weird.
I like, I like, I like horror,
Hmm.
and I like it rough.
no, it sounds like you like music instrument hentai porn for sure.
Yeah, imagine an octopus that had instead of tentacles, it just had saxophones.
I'm not kidding. If the stabbing scene had been worse, I probably would bring this up. I know I'm
I will. It was a great
fucking
scene. It was so
psycho
surprising.
for that, but
Oh,
yeah,
man.
I would probably. Yeah, the stabbing scene came so much out of nowhere,
It was so quick.
and yeah, if that had been worse, I probably would have liked this movie.
Can you imagine caring that much about shoes?
I don't think it was about the shoes, man. I just think he was just trying to let out his frustration that he wasn't going to get
Yeah, but I mean
paid.
the shoes being the tipping point. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
he's a little. He's not all in there, Levy's not all in there.
Definitely not.
oh, definitely not. No.
All right, drinks. Let's do drinks. I got my drink.
All right.
You got your drinks.
I'm ready.
Yep.
To be honest, I'm ready. Actually, I'll go first.
Go.
Okay.
Go.
The obvious would be, what Ma Rainey prefers while she's recording. That's the total obvious, right? And the second obvious would be, a flask of bourbon. But no, I'm gonna go with a tall glass of ice cold water because the entire movie, everyone is sweating. Everyone is sweating in this movie. And when I watched this movie, I always was just like, man, I need to get a glass of water. So my drink is a tall glass of water. That's what it is. That's my
right.
drink.
Sure.
A very Cristiano Ronaldo answer.
What does that mean? I don't. Wait. Explain.
Did you not see Cristiano Ronaldo?
Yeah, have you not?
He sits down for a press conference, and there's
Yeah.
2 bottles of Coca-Cola on the table, and he picks them up and moves them off camera, basically. Picks up a bottle of water and says, "Water!" And like fucking Coca-Cola's stock price fucking tanked. It went down $4 billion or some shit.
When was this? Was this recently?
This last week.
Yeah, this is
in
like
this
days
last week.
ago.
Yeah. Because he's famous for like he never drinks. His dad was an alcoholic and like died from alcoholism or whatever. So he's like famous because he never drinks like pop. He never drinks alcohol, anything like that. So like he sits down for his after game press conference, and there's 2 Coke bottles on the table, and he's just like, "Get this shit out of here. Drink water, motherfuckers."
Just puts them all the way off.
Yeah,
the side.
all the way over there.
And
He
it's
holds
like,
up. He says, "Agua."
Give
Yeah.
me some agua.
Yeah, he's like, "Fuck this shit," and like, so yeah, like Coca-Cola's fucking stock price tanked.
That's hilarious. That's so
Yup.
funny.
It's great.
So funny. Yeah. So yeah, my drink is a nice tall glass of cold ice water.
All
For
right,
sure.
nice, Mike.
My drink is a gin and tonic.
Oh,
Ooh, that's a good one. What inspired you?
Seems time appropriate.
mm-hmm.
Uh,
I had that as a possibility.
it's the drink that's in Japan. is like the happy hour drink is like gin tonic, Moscow Mule, uh, highball,
Yeah.
or beer that's like barely cheaper than beer normally is. So I would always go gin tonic because I like gin. I think it tastes good. So yeah, my drink was a gin tonic.
A little bit off topic, Mike, but in Tokyo right now, there's a lot of like quote unquote craft gin bars opening up recently in Tokyo. I've never
Making
been.
it? Are
Yeah.
they making the gin in a bathtub?
I don't know, but there's a lot of like craft gin bars opening up. So I don't know. Haven't been there. So
Yeah, I don't know. I like gin. I know it's an acquired taste for sure, but
wait, I see Biggs. He looks ready.
I
Are
think
you a
gin
gin
tastes
fan?
good.
Are you a gin fan,
No,
Biggs? Like, what's going on here?
no, gin. No, thank you. No, thank you. It
Go.
tastes like pine trees.
That's what
Yes.
everyone who says they don't like gin always says that excuse. Like, it tastes like poetry.
Yeah, when I was in high school, my friend, I'm not gonna say his name, his dad.
Mike,
We
Mike,
no, it's not Mike, but Mike does know this person.
I for sure know who this is.
Let's say his first name was Rock. That's
Okay.
as close as I'm gonna go. But his dad, like, we stole gin from his dad, and it tasted like Pine Sol, and I've never enjoyed gin since then.
wait, one more time. His dad made gin.
No. His dad just had
No.
his dad drank a lot, so he had a lot of alcohol bottles around, and we would take some. Let's say.
Okay, and
Uh,
then
and then yeah, and so I drank gin, and it was terrible, and I'm good. I don't need to go back. Tasted like
Gin
pine
is
sol.
great.
Sure, I mean I
It
do
tastes
like
so
pine
good.
trees.
oh, it's funny.
My drink, I'm going with the obvious. My drink is an ice cold Coca Cola, but
Lame. I knew it.
but
You line chat me.
But
You're
but
like, okay,
it's
yeah.
it's an ice cold Coca Cola, but it must be drunk like a weirdo.
Like, can you show on camera? Show
like,
That's how you drink it. You can't drink it any other way. It's an ice cold Coca Cola.
does it have to make you look like Hitler?
yeah, exactly. You got to leave that mustache. Give yourself an upper lip hickey.
I don't know if any of you have been in the recording studio, but like
I
I'm
have
just curious. Oh, you have? Okay, so
one
I'm
time.
I'm curious of like if you drank a whole bottle of Coca-Cola, are you ready to sing, Beegs? Like, are you ready?
Ah, that's a good question.
No.
I did not sing in the.
Definitely no.
I did. So this is my one recording session story. When I was in, I think I was still in high school. I recorded an Operation Ivy song with a friend. I think it was Time Bomb, maybe. Is that right? I can't remember if that's the name of the song. I think
Yeah,
it was Operation
yeah.
Ivy Time Bomb though.
Operation Time Bomb. Okay.
Yeah, but I just play guitar. I did not. I didn't sing. I don't think I even did background vocals or anything like that. I just play guitar on it.
Yeah.
That's the only time I've ever been near a recording studio, probably.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mike, how about you, man? Do you have
Uh,
a drink? Have you ever been to his recording studio? And if you have, what was your drink of preference?
yes, I have been to recording studios, and my drink was always the gin tonic.
What?
As I said earlier, I I like a gin tonic. It's good.
You see Mike rolling up to this recording studio at 9 a.m. and be like, Butler.
No,
Send me
not
my gin
nine.
and tonic.
When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore.
Well, by the way, guys,
What are
we
you
didn't
What are
really
you
touch.
recording after a gin and
You
tonic?
know, you know what everybody else doesn't want to drink
Yeah.
is gin. So I don't have to worry about my alcohol getting drunk by other people.
Yo, we haven't talked about it with this film, but like the session band when they first came into the studio, man, everyone was like slugging back that flask. I think
Hmm.
it's bourbon.
Who knows?
I don't know what time it is in the morning, but they were just like
Yeah,
they came in and just like setting up, they're preparing to rehearse, and they're just like slugging in the back with that flask of maybe it's bourbon, I don't know. But I'm
Yeah.
like, damn, that I
mm.
mean, after a night, you know,
Also, do you
like
guys think that they were smoking cigarettes, or
nah,
were
that,
they
that was
were
that was
they?
that was that was
Oh,
a
for
that was a
sure,
dream.
not
That
cigarette.
was a
They're
yeah.
they're puff
Those,
passing it pretty good.
those were
They were
jazz
Jazz
cigarettes.
they were
cigarettes.
yeah. That was a
Uh,
because the way they were passing it, it was like a very professional
hmm
uh move, like going
Mhm.
around the rehearsal studio. Yeah, like yeah. So they had the flash
Yeah,
going, and they had like the
it's
pass thing
it's
going.
the I haven't experienced this yet, but I'm very curious to see if my dad or mom understands like how to how
Puff
to
pass.
pass because I think one of them will and one of them will not.
Mm. Yeah, if I were to, guess on my parents as well, I'm pretty sure my dad would be down.
Uh-huh.
I mean, my mom is no longer with us, but she would have
Yeah.
no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Wait, Beaks, you can see your dad in the studio. You're just being like, "Oh, hey guys,
Oh,
I'm here."
1,000% certain my dad in the '60s partook, and I'm gonna go ahead and say well after that as well.
I I'm gonna say I've seen visual evidence.
Visual evidence.
So next movie is Mel's choice.
Oh shit! Yeah, okay. I totally forgot about this.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
too.
Uh,
we still need to know what the fuck we're watching next.
so although I've done a movie named Kung Fu Hustle, I actually haven't done a proper kung fu film, and my next film that I'm going to do is a
Oh
kung fu film
no.
that I've never watched. I've never, but it was considered.
Hold on a second. You have not done a movie called Kung Fu Hustle.
I
You
no
did
no
a
no.
movie
I
called
have.
Shaolin Soccer.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Go Matt. Go Matt. Go Matt. Biggs is right.
No problem.
I thought, yeah, same director, but I did a movie called Shaolin Soccer.
Yes.
Technically, if you guys agree with me, it's not really a kung fu movie.
Mm, okay.
Nah, no, not
Right?
really.
So I want to do a kung fu movie for my next one, and this movie I
Yes.
have never seen in my
Oh
life,
no.
but it's considered a classic.
Enter the
And
Dragon.
I no, come on, don't come on,
Sorry. Drunken Master.
no,
Enter the Dragon 2.
no.
Temple of
Is that even a movie? I have no idea.
Electric
All right,
Boogaloo.
wait. You guys have one more chance.
Okay.
The movie
No,
was
no.
okay.
Hold on. No, hold on.
Uh,
Go ahead.
the movie was made in 1978, and it's not by Bruce Lee
Oh.
nor Jackie Chan, and
Oh.
it is considered a martial arts cult masterpiece, and I have never seen it. So I need to see it for the summer or maybe the fall.
78.
78. No Bruce Lee, no Jackie Chan.
Yep.
Is it? It's not. Oh, it's not Chow Yun Fat. It's
Nope.
No, it's
Nope.
got to be the, well, it doesn't have to be, but
And it's not
probably-
36 Chambers of Shaolin. It's not that one either.
no.
It is
That's
a
not who I was thinking of.
Chinese
It's,
movie.
It is a Hong Kong
Hong.
martial arts movie. Yes.
Okay.
But it was the same time period as Bruce Lee, for sure. It's 19. Well, Bruce Lee passed away, but it's 1978,
Hmm.
and it's considered a cult classic in the martial arts.
Oh man.
It's a live action movie, not any sort of like anime, right?
No, it's straight up. Yeah, it's straight up live action martial arts.
Hmm.
You guys have 1 minute to decide.
Oh God.
Yes.
Um.
And you guys can see, if you have Netflix, you can get this movie too. So
What's the first letter?
of the title of the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll help.
Okay. The first letter starts with an F.
Fists of
Yeah,
Fists of the
exactly.
North Star.
Fist
Not that. Not at all.
Fury.
Fist or first.
Feng Cheng.
Okay.
What?
Feng Cheng Wu Tang. By the way, I don't know if you've seen it, but the series, I was telling Mike about this, but the series, The Food That Made America, or That Built America, is a great series. They talk about all like Heinz and like Nabisco and all these, Pizza Hut and Domino's, and they talk about the stories of all these companies that made American food, a household name. But we have a special guest star for many of the episodes is the RZA. For some fucking reason, it's
The RZA's on.
the RZA. It's amazing.
But I would imagine the RZA knows this movie that I'm nominating.
Oh, I guarantee.
Okay. I need more. I need another.
Okay, give us the first word. It's not fist.
Yeah.
It's not fury.
I have fucking no idea.
Okay. The very first
I have no
word
idea
of the
either.
title. The very first word of the title is 5.
5? I have no idea.
Yeah.
That does not help at all. 5.
Okay.
5 alive.
The movie is called 5 Deadly Venoms.
5 deadly venoms.
What?
Just
Never
Google it.
heard of it.
Apparently
5 Deadly Venoms? That's the
Yep.
name?
It's on Netflix, huh?
Or it's on Netflix now. It came out on Netflix recently. Or the other title in English is called The 5 Venoms. But the most common title is 5 Deadly Venoms. And
Oh, here
on
it is, the
Netflix.
5 venoms.
Yeah. And
Oh,
it is
boy.
really considered a martial arts classic, and I have never seen it. I have never
1978.
seen it. Yeah.
Also, the 36th Chamber of Shaolin came out in 1978.
Exactly, because the 36 Chambers of Shaolin has overshadowed the 5 Deadly Venoms. However, looking back, respectively, they say that the 5 Deadly Venoms is a masterpiece, which I don't know, but I'm going to try to check it out. I don't know.
Wow. Cool.
I don't know. So that's my choice.
5
If you guys are
Deadly Venoms. Huh. All
And
right.
I checked, guys, on Netflix. I checked. There are English subtitles. So
Good. My
yeah,
Chinese is rusty.
I know. I made sure that there were English subtitles for this movie. So
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
This.
Sachiko
I
would not be happy with me
Mhm.
if I made her translate this movie for me.
but I'll be honest with you guys. I'm not very enthusiastic to watch this, but I'm just kind of like on the fence to watch this because you know, so they say it's
It's gonna be something different than what we've seen the last few
yeah.
rounds for sure.
We'll see. We will see. And I would love to do this. The next five bagger. I would love to do this movie before the summer ends, if we can.
Hell yeah.
So, so yeah. My pick is the five deadly venoms.
Oh, by the way, Mel, I don't know if you watched the most recent Third and Wrong, which I'm sure you didn't, because you shouldn't,
No,
and
I
it's
haven't.
terrible. It's we talked about the five presidential movies
It's a great.
that Mike picked. They were terrible, but luckily I was able to get the next round, and the next three movies we're watching are the uh, Dan Brown trilogy. I guess we'll
Yeah,
call
exactly.
No,
I feel pretty comfortable. See.
I'm out.
So we will be watching in this order the Da Vinci Code, Angels and Demons, and Inferno
Barf,
for the next Third and Wrong. Stay tuned.
bar.
I've read two of those books.
I read
I,
one of those books.
I look at Mike and he looks very unenthusiastic too.
Yeah,
I don't. I
Mike's a dickhead. Don't worry about him.
I don't want to watch those
These
movies.
movies are gonna be great. You're gonna be so
Wait,
happy.
No, they're
don't tell me you decided that you wanted to do a Dan Brown series.
No,
for
so
Third and Raw.
here's the thing. I have a movie series of 4 movies that I've been wanting to watch forever.
Okay.
Forever. This series of 4 movies I want to watch so bad, and Mike keeps winning over and over again, and we've had to watch his dumb fucking movies for a year. It's insane. Like he picks a series of movies, and like we have to fucking trudge through it, and just neither one of us wants to watch any of the movies all of the time, and it's a pain in the ass. And I want to watch these 4 goddamn movies so bad. So the 3 movies that I have to watch before the 4 movies, I could not care less. But I figured these Dan Brown movies, at least we'll be able to burn through them pretty quick. And then hopefully, if I win again, then I will get to pick my fucking 4 movies. So
Well,
I
when
don't want to watch these fucking 4 movies
when
at
you
all.
guys go live, just send me the link. I may not be free. I may be free. I don't know, but
but
like,
hey,
I'm
here's the
interested.
thing, Mel.
Yeah.
As long as you have Netflix, you can watch all 3 of the Dan Brown movies.
Oh
No problem.
no, man.
They are on
Yeah.
Netflix.
No, they're all on. They're all on. Yeah,
They're
you
waiting
can.
for you.
Dude,
Do
off
you-
topic. Biggs, off topic.
Yeah.
Right now. What I'm doing right now is I'm rewatching on Apple TV Plus the Ted what's that movie?
Lasso.
Ted Lasso series and again.
Hell yeah.
I'm starting to rewatch it again because it's so good. It's
The
so
new,
good.
the new season should be out sometime soon, right?
Mike, have you seen it?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I told my parents, I was like, hey, you need to watch this.
Ted
It's
Lasso is so
fucking
good.
good.
It's so good. You guys, have you seen it again? Like, there's a lot of like cool, like small gems that you don't really pick up the first time around.
No,
So
I have not.
I only watched it the one time.
I would be willing to watch it again though, but I
Oh,
also
for sure.
I also really want the second season to come out.
when
Yeah.
is it finally come out? Do you guys
I,
know?
I don't know. I think they've been filming it though.
No,
Okay.
no
Okay.
idea.
All right. Well, let's make this happen with the next five bagger before fall. Let's do the five deadly venoms.
Sure. Yeah, I
Let's do it.
mean, whenever you are ready. So
Yeah,
So
when you when you're
let's
ready, I'm
say
ready.
if
I'm
you've
ready.
got a
So
time slot in like July, let's do it.
yeah, I'm my summer break starts mid-July, specifically July 17th until September 1 or September 2. So I'm free.
What?
Okay.
July to September? Fuck, that's long.
Yeah. Hey, welcome to the school system life, you know.
Oh, that's right. You're working at a school, aren't you?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, whenever you're free,
I'm you
I'm
guys
ready.
yeah. I can watch it any time between July and September just September. So whenever you guys are free.
We're always free Friday nights, pretty much.
Just don't send me any more weird obscure Michael Jackson short films. Like really? Come on, guys.
I'm sorry. I think you were breaking
I'm
up.
sorry.
It sounded like you said,
I'm sorry.
"Please send me
Did
weird,
did
obscure Michael Jackson
yeah?
videos."
Did
Did
you
you
say
did
Michael
you hear that,
Jackson is the
Mike?
best? Yeah,
I went, uh,
I'm pretty
huh?
sure I heard Michael Jackson is the best, and please send me
Were you
more.
going
Oh
through a
my god.
tunnel?
I totally dug myself into a hole.
Captain EO for
I
life? What?
I have more videos. Hold on. Let me just.
No, oh gosh. What a yeah, okay. Yeah, sure.
Captain EO stand, baby.
All right, guys. I'm heading out. I'm
All right.
I'm I'm done for today.
That's
Later.
it for the stream. Everybody enjoyed that, hopefully. If not,